I would say that this is best I feel they could have done with what they had to work with.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of a mixed episode. There was some stuff where I was like, wow, that was so fucking good. And then there were some things that are like, what is going on here? But overall, I thought it was pretty good.
So let's go down your notes here. So you say that there's a low-key Makoto and Joker shipping moment.
Yeah.
What are you referring to?
The scene at the very beginning where Joker and Makoto are talking to each other. And there's a very, like, I don't know how to put this. There's kind of this undertone, at least to me, this is just something I picked up on, of, like, Makoto acting kind of reliant upon Joker in, like, a romantic feeling kind of way.
I feel, at least, I think they were just trying to build up to an event that was in her confidant, where you went to the arcade with her. And that is in this episode.
Yeah.
And I felt they were trying to build up to that and try and make a nice transition in there.
It's one of those things where I don't mind it, but I feel like it's gonna cause people to be upset just because people have this fucking stick up their ass about, like, this Makoto is canon, like that shit. Both from
these two characters are on the same screen together. They must be fucking.
Yeah, and then that ends up with this culture war of, like, everybody knows Makoto is canon. The game flat out tells you. And then there's the fuckers that like vehemently resist Makoto and anything associated with her because they think she's canon for whatever reason. And then they're like, well, here we go again. The anime's just gonna make Makoto canon. It's like, fucking...
I don't think the closest thing the anime ever did to making anything canon was just that fucking joke in Persona 4 the animation where Yu sits on the girl's side of the table and stares lovingly into Yosuke's eyes.
Maybe we'll see kind of more of that when, like, Haru or Futaba start showing up. I didn't feel like they had a scene with Joker and Ann that was like that. So maybe
that'll be what happens in Hawaii.
Yeah, like, maybe I'm just reading too deep into it.
I think you're reading too deep into
I'm probably reading too deep into it. I've just got, like, paranoid schizophrenia.
Let's talk about the real pairing here,
yeah.
Ann and Makoto.
Yeah, those two are great, and there was some hot Yuri happening in this episode,
Yeah,
and I love it.
That's a real pairing right
Yeah, they're
there.
girlfriends. It's official.
Give me more of that.
Yeah, give me more of that.
Don't do Haru and Makoto. That's like you gotta stretch for that, but
yeah.
But Ann and Makoto, that's natural, and I like it. The scene here was Gucci.
Yeah, it's very nice. I'm glad they kept in their talk that they have, because that's one of the very few moments in Persona 5 where two characters just talk, like aside from the group, just as people, not as the Phantom Thieves.
Yeah, it's a moment that I thought we were gonna get more of, but we really don't.
Yeah, so I'm glad they kept that in. If the episode did anything right, it was keeping in that scene.
It's keeping in, like, good scenes, yeah.
Yeah, good scenes.
The episode managed to get in a lot of things that we like about Persona 5 the animation while still doing its dungeon stuff just fine.
Yeah, I like kind of the way they handled it this episode, where it would cut back to back between the two activities.
Yeah, it gave you the sense that they were going in and out of the palace, like you would in Persona 5, you know, if you were proud of the game.
Yeah.
Didn't do everything in one day.
Like, I like the approach they went with. I feel like the transitions could have felt a little bit more natural, but otherwise, I like that approach a lot.
We had a solid boss fight for what it was.
Yeah, they did the best they could. I thought this one was pretty okay.
I think that this one was very dynamic compared to the other ones.
Yeah, there's a lot more movement.
They were baton passing, they were dodging stuff. They actively felt like they were fighting this really dumb joke boss that sort of kills himself.
He basically does.
For what this is, they made it seem as big as they could, and it does feel like it. Unfortunately, it does feel like a mid-season or mid-series fight. So I don't think we're going to get our Black Mask surprise fight.
Yeah, so your prediction about Black Mask showing up in this episode was not correct. We were really
sort
bad.
Of.
Well, he was in the episode, but not in the way we were expecting. He
was
hoping,
sort of watching it.
Yeah, he was, which is kind of interesting.
He was watching it with his dick out.
Yeah.
You said that there was some quality in this episode?
Yeah. So, I don't know if you noticed, Yusuke with 2 swords?
No, that's intentional.
No, it's not. Why would it be intentional?
People wanted Yusuke to dual wield. That was at, they wanted Yusuke to fuse with Yosuke,
Yeah,
and Yosuke dual wields, so
right.
Yusuke must dual wield.
It's such a funny like that's the only time I think there's been an animation fuck up in this where it's like they just were not thinking and the character's just really off model. Like, why does he have two swords? What the hell?
Two swords.
Yeah, two swords. And like generally, I don't know if I'm just crazy, but I felt like there was a lot of shots of the characters that just felt not quite right.
When you have a lot of motion, you're going to get shots like that.
Yeah, like a lot of it wasn't even when there was motion. A lot of it was when they were kind of still. Yeah, like I'm not the type of guy who's gonna sit there and nitpick like the frames of the characters running and be like, what a bad show! But like when they're standing still in front of me and I can see the Yusuke with two swords and Makoto like with this weird stretchy flat face, then I'm like, ugh, I don't know what's going on here. Like the thing that
2 foot tall Makoto.
and 2 foot tall Makoto, and the thing that's fucked up is that like there are some shots in the episode that look so good, like the one with Makoto and Ann after they do their baton pass. Like that's a great shot.
Yeah.
So it's pretty hit or miss. Sometimes it looks really, really good. Sometimes in this episode it was like, ooh, wow.
God damn, I love the baton passing.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Like, it's one of those things where in an anime, it's kind of like weird because it doesn't serve a mechanical function anymore. It's more just a stylish kind of thing. And for that reason, it's really, really cool, but...
It was really stylish. And it disappoints me because now, like, every boss after this, they can't just have another scene where everyone's high-fiving each other.
Right.
And they used it on this thing.
This thing.
They can't do sick high fives when fighting, like...
You know what else they did? Was a sick all-out attack.
I was looking away at the all-out
They
attack.
did one. It was like half of one, because they did the same thing where you see like the silhouette, and it makes the noise where they go... Burr, 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 burr. But you do not see like a dramatic cut-in of a character. And I was like...
That's... Oh, that! I thought you meant like, there was a cut-in, and I didn't
No,
see
there
it.
wasn't. There was not.
They're learning. Baby's learning. Baby's on 2 legs.
Instead of the cut-in, Makoto just did like a really cool punch.
You say Persona power scaling from Kaneshiro about
Yes.
Black Mask.
Yes, so I believe that Kaneshiro is a professional power scaler. He said, I'm pretty sure this line was never in the game. I don't think he said anything about this. But he specifically points out to the thieves that Black Mask is stronger than they are. A lot stronger. So I just thought that was kind of
because
interesting.
Kaneshiro, he knows how strong Black Mask is.
Right, he can sense his ki, dude.
Yeah, Kaneshiro, master martial artist. He senses. He knows the power levels. He's on the Versus Battle wiki.
He writes a lot of the entries.
Yeah,
It's like, oh, the Phantom Thieves. Tier fucking 13. Black Mask, tier 1.
Black Mask beats Universal Zamasu, but loses to Monica. I think that's just them trying to build up Black Mask.
Yeah, they're trying to hype up Goro.
It is weird because, like, in the game, they built him up. I feel Black Mask is something that wasn't ever properly shown because he sort of falls off the map for a while.
Yeah.
He's mentioned in Madarame's and I think Kaneshiro's.
Yeah, Kaneshiro for sure tells them about it.
And then he goes silent until he does the big thing. He does the big kill. Not sure if they're going to like find more ways to mention Black Mask.
I'm sure they will, because he's Goro, so they have to. Like, I think that's part of the problem just with Black Mask, is that you always know he's Goro. So any kind of mystery or intrigue you can have about him is just kind of like, well, he's Goro, who cares?
I want Morgana to actively say that.
He's Goro, who cares? Everybody's like, what?
Like, they're having their big fantasy meetings, all like, oh, but that Black Mask, though. And then Morgana's like, Goro,
It's Goro. Like,
cares.
have you guys figured it out?
Neither of us are good at coming up with theories for this.
No, we're not. We're both bad at it.
I thought that my Black Mask theory was sound.
Yeah.
And I think by showing him watching, they are definitely trying to actively push him.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's gonna show up at some point early. I just feel it.
Yeah, he will most likely show up in Futaba's palace at some point.
Good, they answered my request to see more twins. I'm glad they're listening.
Yeah, I'm glad they're listening. This is the kinds of stuff about the twins that we need to see. Like, actually, genuinely do. So I'm hoping, like, this next episode coming up, they'll do some more stuff with the twins, because that would be neat.
I'm glad that Atlas is actively watching our Persona 5 reviews.
And tailoring the show to both fuck with us and appease us.
Piggytron's such a dumb... idea.
He's kind of funny. I like how stupid he is. I actually like Kaneshiro in this fight a lot. Because I thought he had kind of a fun personality going on.
The subtitles I was looking at, I'm pretty sure the ones you were looking at him go like, yo, yo, yo!
Yeah, he's like, yo, yo!
He's about to drop those fire mixtape, dude.
He is. That's how he got so much money. Not from, like, selling drugs and pimping out whores from his mixtape.
It was the rap game.
It was. Kaneshiro featuring the Black Mask.
If this is our midpoint of the series and they're going to take a break here, I'm a bit disappointed by it. But as just a closer for a dungeon, this is probably one of the better ones we've had.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. I guess this is the end of the the Kaneshiro Makoto arc. So what did you think about this arc?
This arc was nice.
Yeah.
It helps that my expectations were low. So they managed to spice things up enough for me to enjoy it a bit more.
Yeah. Like, it obviously wasn't as good as the Yusuke stuff, but I think they overall did a pretty good job.
Yeah. It's definitely above Kamoshida.
Yeah, like, all the stuff with Makoto is good, it's hard to make something great out of, like, Kaneshiro.
Yeah. They made Kaneshiro more of a genuine threat, and they made his boss fight more likable. So, overall impressive.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Good evening. Thank you.